up, some old lady is getting
Zaniacs. Here's a man who's usually wrong.
You didn't care.
But he doesn't care. Here's a man who
eat things that'll make a billy goat puke.
You didn't care.
you're now rocking with the best. It's the Eric Zane Show podcast. And here's your host,
You didn't care.
Eric Zane.
Hey, very much, Kevin. What's up? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Happy. I'm a happy guy. And a happy guy. Look at that. I better start recording this. Welcome into the Eric Zane Show podcast. It is the 17th of March, 2021. This is a daily show, Monday through Friday, where I discuss news, nonsense, and my personal adventures. Welcome. For those who are enjoying the live stream, you can find it right at around this time each and every weekday morning, 8 a.m. Eastern Time. On Facebook, brought to you by Irvine's Auto Repair, Grand Rapids Hybrid. That's facebook.com/Eric Zane fan page. Please share it. Share it if you would. That would make me very, very happy to see that you have shared it. What that means is that however many people that follow you, a good portion of them will see that you're watching and maybe, just maybe, will make a new fan. Same rules apply for Twitter, brought to you by Blue Frost IT. If you could, take the Periscope video, retweet it with a snarky comment, say something smart-assy about me, and off we go. And then on the almighty YouTube, just follow me, Eric Zane Show on YouTube. Subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification so you know when I go live, and hit the like button, and off we go. Thank you to F45 Training in Byron Center, Michigan, F45training.com/Byron Center. Okay. Here we go. It is it's St. Patty's Day. St. Patty's Day, and that, synonymous with my dad. My dad's birthday is on St. Patrick's Day, and so is his sister. How crazy is that? He was born on St. Patrick's Day, and then 7 years to the day, his sister was born. My lovely Aunt Garcia, who lives in San Francisco with her daughter, Janet. Janet is just the prettiest thing. My cousin, she's just, you see, Armenians are God's chosen people to begin with. We're already the most attractive, but you add in the Latino flair. Janet's dad is Venezuelan. So it's like, an Armenian Venezuelan. What? It's got to be. She's got to be like a unicorn, the only one of its kind. So happy birthday to my Aunt Garcia, who is English is a second language for her, as it is my dad. But she's got a lot less practice. Okay, she's just hysterical. When I would go to visit, last time I went to visit Aunt Garcia, it was the time that lady got stuck in the surf and in the ocean, and Diana had to rescue her, and we're telling that story to my aunt, and it's like, yeah, well, Aunt Garcia, she said she was waiting in the water, she was kind of just waiting there, and my aunt is all confused, and then the story ends. She goes, "Who's she wait for? Who's she waiting for? Why is she waiting for someone in the water?" It's like, no, waiting, waiting in the water. She goes, "I know. Who's she wait for?" Oh God. Anyway, happy birthday to them. Happy birthday to her. Happy birthday to my dad. More on that. I'm sure a lot of you have birthday wishes on dear Meathead. First of all, as I look, does your house have stacks of shit like this everywhere? Okay, because as I do the show live, you'll be able to see this. But on the live stream, the folks and listening to just the audio, you're like, no, we don't see it. To my right is a stack of papers. Okay, so the mail comes in, and then it just piles up. And then, to me, it's like shit that's kind of like just arrived at the house. So some of it is pressing, some of it is not. And it just kind of like accumulates in a pile. And then your wife will bring it in and just drop it in front of you and say, "This is yours." So, yeah, I don't need the medical bill from the vet. This is one of the 8 million things that I get from the insurance company. It says, this is not a bill. Your addicted to medical care family is at it again. You're going to owe us this much. That's another one of these right here, but it's made out to Jacqueline. She doesn't even open the damn thing. Some stupid thing from DTE. You ever get those things from DTE that say your house is terribly is not energy efficient at all? We're comparing your house to everyone else's, and yours sucks. That's what that is. And they're trying to get you to sign up for some shit. I don't know what Vanguard is. Junk mail. House payment. Another addicted to medical care thing. This is this was dramatic. This was the collection notice that the NFK got from AT&T Uvers. That one's been settled. Cancel check. And more on open mail that I get. More junk mail. IRS shit for business related. I don't even need to go through all this shit. I don't even know what half of it is. More medical bills for Jackie. My God, this woman is just addicted to. It's like medical procedures are piling up. I hope she doesn't decide to become a dude one day. That might be the reason for her to do it. Hey, I've got that. I've decided to become a dude because I'm addicted to surgery. Anyway, this pile of shit. Gotta get this out of here. I do not need this today. I want to have a good day today. And you know what? It started out rough. And here's why. I have already survived a robbery attempt this morning. I mean, like legit. Somebody stole from me or attempted to. And I had to break up a fight. The robbery attempt. I wake up. My phone says, okay, what was the exact wording here? It's like a fraud attempt. It is a fraud attempt. Free message from your bank. Did you try to charge $273.44 at Almond Cents? I can't even say it. I think it's something in Spanish. Almacenes, Exito. ALMACENES, Almacenes, Exito, on your card. And it gave the last four numbers on my card. Reply yes or no. And so I'm thinking, I'll just hit no, and then it'll just block it. And then that's the end of it. So I hit no. That came in at 11:24 last night. And then I hit no this morning at 6:49. And it said, okay, well done. Your card is now blocked. Please call for immediate assistance. Well, I can't call right away. And then I went to the online, you go to your app and you put in your numbers. And the number or that amount did not actually get charged. So I'm pretty happy about that. That the fraud protection is that severe that they basically take a look at my spending habits and what I'm known to do, and that creates like my pattern. And if anything is weird like that was, they go, wait, hold on a minute. I've got it set, and I think most people have this too. Like if I travel. Like if I drive on one of our little camping adventures down to Tennessee, I got to call ahead and say, hey, I'm going to be and they're like, what states are you going to be in? I'm going to be in Indiana or Ohio. And then I'm going to be in Kentucky and then Tennessee. And like, when does the trip start? When does the trip end? That's a little Eric Zane Show podcast hack for you right there. Then there was this. You see, Bruce is kind of finicky in the morning. See him over my shoulder. Daisy, the fight picker, is there too. Tongue hanging out as usual. Just completely classic bulldog. She devoured her food. O'Neill killed his. Benny, the one-eyed wonder dog. He took care of his, no problem. Which reminds me, we have not heard the Benny, the one-eyed wonder dog song in quite some time, and we probably should. Because I know you guys just love that damn song.
He's Benny the Wonder Dog, Benny the Wonder Dog.
Benny the one-eyed wonder dog. Yeah!
Benny the one-eyed dog.
Benny the one-eyed dog.
Benny the one-eyed wonder dog. Don't you want him? Stupid fucking hippie.
Take a shower, hippie. Smelly shit, hippie. Dirty fucking hippie. Side note, already distracted. Gunner reached out to me the other day, and he's like, "Hey, mate." Yeah, and he doesn't have a Southern accent. He's got a Kent City accent. "Hey, man." Yeah. "I want to sing the national anthem at the hockey game. Think you can make that happen?" And he actually like it. He's like, "It would be a dream come true." I go, "Are you serious?" He goes, "Yeah." And he is. And I go, "Well, okay, yeah, I can ask." So I reached out to my pal Johnny Hoffa at the Griffins, and I go, "So, there's 15 home games this year, and we're already like 3 or 4 games into the year. Are they all taken with people doing the anthem? Typically, it's recorded and they put it on the big board, and it's like a high school band or a choir or something like that." I go, "Well, do they have to? Okay, what if it's just one guy singing? Can he actually be at the rink?" And they go, "Well, yeah, we don't see why not. I mean, as long as he doesn't step on the ice." I go, "Well, no." And they go, yeah, we can do that." I go, "Okay, I got a guy." And they go, "Well, can we, who is it?" And I go, it's Gunner." And they go, "Well, we don't know him, but we trust you. So yeah, let's do it." So Gunner, I called him up, and he was out for a jog the other day, and he picks it up. And I'm like, "Dude, good news. You are going to be doing the national anthem." And so he's stoked about that. So that is in the works for Gunner singing the anthem. So, all right, back to where I was. Dogs are killing the food. They just dive right into it. Daisy, Benny the one-eyed wonder dog, and O'Neill. Bruce is typically really finicky in the morning. He just wants to go back to bed, okay? And you've seen the videos where I have to feed him with an actual spoon. We've gotten out of that habit now, and that's a good thing because it eats up a lot of time in the morning. So, but he kind of you put his food in the bowl, and he just stares at it and you. And the other dogs finish up, and they kind of start hovering around him, waiting for their opportunity. And O'Neill won't just go in and barge in because he knows it's like a rule. You don't ever move in on the other dog's food. They know how protective the one dog is of the food, so they're really respectful of that. There's one dog though who is not, Daisy. Okay, so Bruce is sitting there over it, and he's pretty stubborn too. She comes walking up, and I turn around and I hear it, and he's got his face in the bowl now, but he's not eating it, and he's trying to block her, and she's got her big fat face right in his bowl and is just killing the food. So I arrive right as Bruce attacks her, and she attacks back, and it's like, oh God, let's play the feud. Here we go. So you do not want this to escalate. She is just kind of nipping at him, but it's going to get bad in about 3 seconds. And if she does happen with her smash face to get a hold of Bruce's face, she will not let go. There's no way, no how. So you want to get that broken up as quickly as possible. But I know because I got bit by her and she was shaking my hand like a fucking Raggedy Ann doll back in the day. You do not want to get near her mouth. So I grab the back legs and yank and right back at me. And Bruce stays away. And then what you got to do is while you're yanking back with your foot, hold him back. Okay. And thank God it worked. Okay. And then I kicked her ass out. So that's all this morning, man. Robbery attempt, broke up a fight. My God. Okay. Today is a big day in the life of one Throat Slash Dale. I should probably try to get him on right now. It's always interesting though, because Dale, he's going a mile a minute. And he pay attention if I am able to get on here of how I have to be like, I have to fight to get a word in. I oftentimes have to tell him, Dale, would you shut up? See if we can get him in here. I don't know if we're gonna.
Good morning, Easy.
Hey, are you excited? You're live.
I am super excited, man. Fucking dude. Dude, I've been sent to prison 5 fucking times and I wasn't this nervous. All right.
Now tell everybody why you are excited, Dale.
All right, so 21 years in the making. I'm going to court at 4 o'clock this afternoon to hear if I'm going to get a driver's license. And so I golf with my lawyer on a simulator on Tuesday nights. He's also a friend of mine. You're going to meet him today. His name is Terry Nolan. Fucking amazing lawyer. I mean, he's also been through the ringer. He has been up and down with his career, battled the same things I have. And I don't want to tell too much of his story because it's personal, but I mean, just a fucking mentor to me. And he's walked me through so much in my life. He's been my friend and, he's doing a lot for me, but I golf with him on Tuesday nights. And he told me last night, there's really only about a 10% chance that they'll tell me today.
Oh.
So I'll get a decision in the mail. He said he forgot what mediator or whatever the person's called is going to have our case today, but he'll be able to tell us probably today. Terry will, before the meeting, how good of a chance we got. Because apparently there's one lady that it's a 0% chance you're getting it back. It doesn't matter what you do. And he said, there's no way. I mean, God, I shouldn't be saying this on the air in case, I guess.
yeah. Hold on. I mean? Yeah, seriously. But
anyways,
now,
so I guess it's really rough if you get in front of her. She doesn't like to give it back. So I'm hoping for the right one.
Okay, so it's kind of like a luck of the draw with which justice you're in front of.
Yeah, exactly. And I've done everything I can do. I've gotten good letters. I got a good friend, you coming to help me today. Thank you. I've got a good attorney. I've been to, an ungodly, I'm well into the program, coming up on 3 years of sobriety.
Yeah.
Off parole is what they really like to see.
And that's typically, if you are when it comes to getting your license back, if the average person gets in front of a judge and says, yeah, I don't have a job, I'm kind of a loser, and they don't show that they've made that effort, that actually hurts them when it comes to getting a license back, right?
Yeah, I was just talking to my attorney about that last night. Another thing is people like, he's representing somebody right now, and of course I don't know who it is, and it's just a third-hand thing, so I don't know nothing about them or nothing about who it is. But long story short, people come in there, don't go to AA, and they're like, well, I've got 7 drunk drive-ins, I've been sober 10 years, and he's like, well, you don't go to AA, you need to get into you need to get a 12-step program. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because they're not going to trust your word for shit.
Yeah.
So once again, it just kind of goes to I've done my part.
Yeah, you absolutely have.
I feel as comfortable as I can for where I am.
Yeah. Now, Terry and you said it would be a good idea if I am there. How would you describe my role there, Dale? And is it? Yeah.
So last night I actually talked about this in their Zoom. So on the Zoom, usually you would get to come right in the room and we'd all be sitting in person. If they had any questions, they would ask you, you know what I mean?
Okay.
Hey, how do you know? How do you, I see you did this and what's your relationship? But I guess through the Zoom, you'll probably be in the room. But he said like one out of all the things since Zoom, have they asked anything from the representative? Because only time they did that, he said, was when they didn't believe what the guy was telling them. So I was going to actually tell you, I really would love it if you're there.
Oh, yeah.
But, okay, but the it doesn't sound like it's as important as it would be.
Well, whatever. I mean,
mean,
I'm going to go there, and at the very least, it's support for you to help you with your confidence when you're going to be speaking.
Yeah.
So,
well, I appreciate it, and I know it's a drive, and I know you're a busy guy, and
oh no, I'm looking forward to it.
The world that you would take the time to do this, and I appreciate your friendship and all the help that you've given me.
Well, it's all good, man. I think it's good. I got a great feeling about this, Dale. I think you're going to be able to get your license back, and then everything will. It's all part of a process,
Yeah, and I'm going into it prepared. You know what I mean? I have done some things that make me feel like it's not completely deserving of the license. I've got a bunch of driving on suspendeds, and of course they could just as easy say, hey, we'll see you in a year. Don't get another drive on suspended. We don't really trust you, because you've done this so much. You just kind of kept doing your thing. But it's been a while since I've had one, and I've I think it's been 3 years, maybe 2-3 years since I had a driver on suspended. So
yeah.
Hopefully,
Okay.
we can I don't want to say sell myself, but I guess kind of sell myself. You know what I mean?
I got you. I know how it is, man. Well, all right. I just wanted to get the kind of lay of the land, and I'll be at Terry's at 3:30, right?
Yep, absolutely, man.
Okay, I'll be there. I'll be there, man. I'll even wear a tie. How does that sound?
Beautiful. Thank you, buddy. I won't be.
Okay. All right.
Thanks,
Okay.
Lizzie.
All right.
Everybody.
All right, Knuckles. See ya.
All right, bye.
Okay, see ya. Dale. Oh my God. This guy. Dale is he's quite a transformation. I mean, I think if you were to look at in the long history of storied American drug dealers, Dale was an excellent drug dealer. He was like one of the best. He was very, customer driven drug dealer, and his customers he took care of his customers, and he was rewarded handsomely for this horrible criminal activity. Okay. And, when you have that type of life, he had, buy a house with cash, buy a car with cash, do whatever the hell he wanted. But, deep down, he knew that was short-lived. And sure enough, like I said, like he just said, he'd been to prison 5 times. He's in prison for decades. And he didn't, for a period of time in prison, he didn't learn shit. He was running a fucking bookmaking scheme. And that's how he got stabbed in the throat, was because of that. So at some point, though, I don't know how it happened. He said, all right, enough of this shit. I'm going to turn my life around. And, I mean, it's just absolutely amazing. It's a miracle what this guy has been able to pull off. I mean, really, really has. Worked very, very hard. Thick as a brick when it comes to the mask thing and COVID, which I just want to strangle him, but that's impossible because he's built like a brick shithouse. But, I tend to beat up a lot of you over that, and at the end of the day, we're still pals. So, but anyway, that's great. Looking forward to seeing Dale a little bit later on today. Sarah says, "Go live so we can all be there." No, I don't think so. Definitely not going to do that. All right. Where am I here? I don't even know. I'll talk to you about gotta help Dale today. Oh my God. Okay, I'm going to save this story about the conversation that I had. Oh boy. Woo. I think I may have had airing some dirty laundry on TV and the radio. Just my luck. I don't even have a radio or a TV job, yet I'm pretty confident that a phone conversation not meant for anyone to hear was thrown out on TV and the radio last night. And damn it, if anybody recorded the Griffins game, I might need you to see if there is proof of this. I swear I thought I was able to record it. I have this Xfinity app on my phone, and I could have swore that I recorded the game, but I'm looking at it now and I don't have it, and I'm kicking myself because if I had that recording, I'd be able to get the proof to see if this actually happened. So if you recorded the Griffins game last night, you got to reach out to me, Eric@ericzaneshow.com. Okay. Coming up today, Dear Meathead, the birthday boy, will be joining us, 87 years old. I'll be reaching out to him, and he wants to hear from you this St. Patty's Day. If you have questions for my dad on Dear Meathead, I do have a pretty fair amount of them, but I always need more because if need be, I will carry them over to next week. If I have ever missed your question, please send it along again. So, all right, we will get to that. If you could put in the subject line, Dear Meathead, so I have an easy time filtering it, that would be tremendous. Sharon Osbourne, who kind of gets on my nerves with that voice of hers, but otherwise is fine, I guess, is getting hammered, though, over comments she made about some of her TV coworkers. And oh boy. Wait till you hear what she said. I mean, I can't even talk. I sound like I'm drunk. I'm going to get to a story about what's known as a serial stowaway. Okay, the woman is actually addicted to getting, and is good at it, to getting onto airplanes without a ticket, which just seems impossible to me. I mean, you got to get past so many different levels to be able to get onto an airplane as a stowaway. She's addicted to this. They call her a serial stowaway. And she tried it again, though the authorities have gone to extreme lengths to make it so that she doesn't do it again. She tried to do it again at the airport in Chicago. How she was busted in her latest attempt is a ridiculous story. I will get to that. When I went to school, we would torment substitute teachers. That might still happen, but not to the substitute teacher I'm going to tell you about. All right. All coming up. Today's kind of a nutty thing because as the show goes, I don't even know if I'm going to get to all of what I just talked about because we're already 29 minutes into this thing, and it's intentionally has to be truncated. It's quite simple to keep the show at 2 hours each and every day of the week based on, the way things go. However, today I need to be on another live stream at 9:45, ready to go for a 10 a.m. start for Gift of Life Michigan. As I've been talking about, I'm doing something with them today, and it'll appear on the same spot that you're watching this one on live. That you're watching this one live, but it's definitely not going to be discussing Sharon Osbourne and serial stowaway and Dale getting his license back, because we're going to be talking about organ donation. So it'll definitely be serious. In fact, right now I'm wearing a very festive St. Patrick's Day Penn State hoodie, blue with the Nittany Lion logo. What I have to do is at sometime before 9:45 is put on like a shirt and tie and sweatpants and sit here for that Zoom. So when I end this one and I start the next one, there will be a wardrobe change, When in Rome. Okay. Get some merch at ericzaneshow.com. Yesterday, I think everybody bought all the merch that's going to be purchased for quite some time, because yesterday I didn't sell one damn thing. If you want a t-shirt, if you want a mask, if you want a Dear Meathead coffee mug, this is all I recommend you do is go and shop, all right? See what I have to offer. And you can check it out by going to my website, ericzaneshow.com, click merch. And then on the left is going to be a listing of all of the stuff you can get. Who wouldn't want a handbag with one of my 7 designs on there? Go and check it out. Shop to your heart's content. The platform I do it on is called TeePublic. They are the ones who are bending you over for the shipping charge. That has nothing to do with me. I get just a handful of bucks per t-shirt. Somewhere between $2 and $4 per t-shirt. Thank you in advance to those who have purchased them. I appreciate that. You are spreading the word about my show, and it does help, so thank you very much. The open of the Eric Zane Show podcast is brought to you by some key folks, F45 Training in Byron Center, Michigan. If you want to try it out for yourself, go to f45training.com/Byron Center and get a workout in, man. I tell you what, it's the idea that you're with other people working hard. Something about the struggle. Misery loves company, I guess. It's just great and a wonderful atmosphere. You've got some terrific people that are helping train you as you're doing what your little character avatar on the screen is telling you what to do. You're all socially distant. They got a lot of room there, so they do a great job at that. Everything is sanitized after every single workout session. Many, many different opportunities for you to work out during the work week and on the weekend. Just go to the website and get more information. F as in Frank, 45, the number 4, the number 5, f45training.com/Byron Center. Check it out for 1 week free. A mortgage needs to be in your future if you're thinking about looking for a home. Hey, get the mortgage before you even start looking for the home. Get pre-approved, all right? With the Mario Flores Lakeshore team of Van Dyke Mortgage. Reach out to Mario at 231-332-6505 from no matter where you are in the United States. I know that sounds like a Zane, is this another local sponsor of yours? No, Mario works everywhere. This is a nationwide thing, and he continues to branch out. In the last year alone, Mario went from just one team in the Muskegon area to now 2 places in Muskegon where he does this. He also is on the sign at the convention center in Muskegon. That is now the Van Dyke Mortgage Convention Center next to Mercy Health Arena, where Mario's arena football team plays. And he also has an office in Grand Rapids and now one in Florida. So, it doesn't matter where you are in the United States. Mario wants to work on a multi-state level to get you the best mortgage possible. And don't be shy if you think your credit sucks and you feel a little sheepish about that. Hey, Mike, I've had some. He's been through that. Okay, he once had a stinker credit rating too, and he can help you through all that. 231-332-6505. And then my friends at Horizon Hydroponics, get going on your growing. Hey, that could be used by them. Get going on your growing. What I mean by that is a lot of people who have had harvests already indoors, harvesting whatever type of whatever you're growing. It could be cannabis, could be freaking cucumbers for all I know. As that has gone, you're also able to grow indoors and then get your plants a couple of feet high and then put them in the ground outside as soon as it warms up around Memorial Day. All right? Memorial Day, Mother's Day, right? Isn't Mother's Day coming up? Yes. So I think that's what they told me at Horizon Hydroponics. Another business of mine that you can buy stuff anywhere in the USA and their online platform, HORIZEN, hydroponics.com. Orders $250 and more, shipping free anywhere in the USA. Coupon code ZaneShow for your online checkout. That saves you 10%. 4 stores in and around the area. Grand Rapids on Alpine, Growers Outlet, Byron Center, Lansing, and Kalamazoo. All right. Don't forget, dear Meathead, reach out to me, Eric at ericzaneshow.com. We've got the still working on this whole deal to get our team together for Captain Bizarro. I was just reminded Lisa is going to be there. Lisa, are you alone or is your hubby joining us and or your son for the 10 a.m. get down, helping Captain Bizarro get his store in order with the Zaniac Wrecking Crew Saturday morning at 10 a.m. That is going to be fun. Tio says, what is a tapestry? A tapestry is a fabric deal that you hang up on the wall, okay, with like the logo. Hippies hang tapestries, okay? That's what a tapestry is. Josh says, what about the tournament bracket? A very slim chance that is going to happen. Your old pal Eric is spread very, very thin. Here's how today is, okay? Unless if somebody wants to set one up, and then I'll post it for you. You're more than welcome to it. But with today, I do this show, and then I get after the Gift of Life thing, okay? That live stream, and then Patreon podcast, and then somewhere in there has to be a dog walk. Somewhere in there I have to eat, okay? And then I have to be in Muskegon at Terry's office at 3:30. And then when that ends, I've got a 12-step meeting to attend for the evening. And so I should be home by 9. So that's the day. So I would love to be able to have the time to put together a tournament bracket. But I just don't know if that's going to happen in time because it starts tomorrow. Maze, thank you. I see Trisha is going to be joining us. So we're going to have not only the brains of the Maze family, but the beauty. My gosh. Boy, man, I tell you what, Maze, you have some extraordinary taste because as do all of the Zaniac men. I mean, seriously. Say this about Zaniac men. What they lack in knowledge about haircut design and fashion, they make up for in their taste in women. Oh, my gosh. Wow. Incredible. How do you guys do it? You have some secret power, no offense, Kenny, to attract these amazing women. Oh, just household leaders, strong, ass-kicking, unbelievably attractive. You're just like, oh, God, get away from me. You're too attractive. I can't even look at you. Pure thoughts. Get out of my face. God. Jeez. Come on. Put a bag over your head because you're too attractive. All right. The cereal stowaway. This is so ridiculous. I love this story so much. Thank you to Brian who sent it along. Thank you to everybody who sends along stories. Not everybody does, and that's fine. Know that the ones that do, though, really, really drive the show. Even Dirk. I give Dirk so much shit about the shit he sends me because he's always trying to sneak in something political, and I'm like, I don't know, man. I'm not really down. I do have this to ask you, though. Bleeding Heart Brian wants to know. I don't want to know, but Bleeding Heart Brian wants to know, Dirk. And I don't even know if you're with us on the live stream. Typically, you are. Pain in the ass, Dirk. Are you even here right now? Pain in the ass, Dirk. Bleeding Heart Brian wants to know. Okay, hold on. Let me actually get the email that he wrote to you. These are his words. Hang on a second. Where is it? Okay. Subject line. Okay, there it is. He says, I don't send you anything political anymore unless you bring something up during the show. Okay, well, here you go. Here you go. Brian wrote this, and he wrote the subject line. This will make Dirk's head explode. He writes, what is Dirk going to think now that his almighty one says now I don't know if Dirk feels that way about Trump. Now that his almighty one says the vaccine is safe and every American should get one, which, by the way, is an awesome thing that flew out of Trump's mouth. That is very, very good that happened. Trump encourages Americans to get the COVID vaccine because too many Republicans are not interested in it because they don't trust it. However, the thinking is if Trump tells them to do it, that they will. So that actually happened. He, of course, frankly, it's a great vaccine. It's strong. It's a good vaccine. So Brian thought that you might have a bit of a conflict there if, as he puts it, your almighty one says you should get it. He says, still not getting it. It's not backed by the FDA, Dirk says. So there you go. That's where Dirk stands on this. He is going to be one of the last of the diehards. Now, so all right, just thank you. Now you see, now you can send me shit, and I'll go, oh, thank God you sent this along. Just for clarification, Dirk says, I was a never Trumper. I guess that's a term, until it was him versus Frankenbitch. I don't know who Frankenbitch is. He did better than I expected in office. I'm still not getting it. Okay. All right. Amanda says, call me. Oh no. Why would I do that? Are you serious? I got a little time. Maybe I should. This will be the second call. By the way, you're saved in here as Amanda Dildo. Hold on. See it? Amanda Dildo. Actually in the phone as Amanda Dildo. How classic is that? Hold on. I don't know what the hell you want. Are you telling me about a dildo sale? This better be good. If someone demands I call them, you better not let me down. All right. Let's see how we do here.
Hi.
Hey, Amanda. How are you?
Good. Can you hear me okay?
I can. Sounds great.
Okay, good. All right. My phone does weird things when it's plugged into my car. I wanted to call about the FDA thing.
Okay.
I wanted a call.
Yeah. You're responding to Dirk saying it is not backed by the FDA. Is that right?
Correct. It is backed by the FDA.
Okay.
They fast-tracked it.
Yeah.
Normally when you want to get something approved by the FDA, it can take months to get approved, and that's just because they have such a backlog of stuff that they work on.
Oh, I know that. He doesn't, it doesn't mean anything to him because he thinks that because they fast-tracked it, that it's not safe, and which is part of his brain damage. That's the way it goes.
So my suggestion would be, and I know I don't think Dirk's from around here, and I know Nick's not from around here, but if you go to Metro Health in Michigan, I believe that there is a really nice webinar or something done by a doctor. This is my mom told me that because she works for Metro.
Oh, wait, hold on a second. I actually got to interrupt you. I think I might have fucked up. Dirk did not say that. However, hold on. Patriot Nick said it's not backed by the FDA.
It is too.
But and then Dirk said no, the vaccines are approved in an emergency order. They still aren't approved by the FDA. That's what these guys are saying.
That is the FDA that approves them.
Hold on a second. I'll bring in Nick and you guys can argue about it, okay? Fuckface Nick, hang on. I'm going to bring you in. I'll let you guys do the heavy lifting, okay? So hold on a second, Amanda. And then if I bring Nick in, I'll let you guys settle this. Nick's driving a brand new truck. He feels good about life. So, Nick, hey, come on, take off. He's going to say to her, take off your skit there, and let's have a fucking argument about the FDA.
Hello.
Okay, hang on. I'm going to bring in Amanda, and you guys can settle this. Hold on. It's clicking over now. Amanda, say hello to Nick.
Yes, hi.
Oh,
Hi, Amanda.
okay, Nick. Amanda's going to finish her thought. Amanda, start over quickly. Tell us what you were saying.
Well, I was saying, because my mom works at Metro Health at the hospital, and they were sent information regarding the vaccine, which included a very well-known doctor in the area who was talking about it, and he said that it was FDA or is FDA approved. It just normally when something needs to get FDA approved, it takes longer. This they fast-tracked. because they needed it.
Yep. Nick, what do you have to say about that?
It has the emergency use authorization. That is not the same as their approval. That means that if anybody has any complications with it, they are not able to sue the manufacturers of the vaccine.
Well, my next question for you, Nick, is do you get a flu shot every year?
This is a completely different argument, though.
Yeah.
There are no strains of flu that have been-
Tell me how. How is the flu shot a different argument? It has to get approved because it's a different vaccine every year.
Yeah, but there's only so many variants of said vaccine, and it's been around for hundreds of years. So
Yeah, the flu vaccine has not been around for hundreds of years.
No.
It is a new vaccine
about-
every year.
I'm talking about the flu virus itself. The different variants have been around for hundreds of years.
So,
Right.
Probably longer. Longer.
Nick,
But
Nick.
what I'm saying is,
Oh, sorry. I was just going to say, Nick, how much time is going to have to pass until this vaccine is allowed into the Stewart household? Is it like 5 years of no issues?
that's probably where I would put it. Yeah.
About
I mean, I'd rather see what the long-term side effects are.
Gotcha.
You can't manufacture time. You can't. I don't care what anyone says. You cannot manufacture time. Long-term side effects. What's the difference if it saves you from COVID today, but kills you 10 years sooner than you normally would have died?
So
You can't say anything about long-term side effects when you get a different flu vaccine every year. That's all you get. Year.
Yeah.
And there's no long.
Now wait a second.
There's not a long
Influenza
term.
A, influenza B. So
Now,
Oh no, there's so much more. Oh my God.
that's what I'm telling you, though. The seasonal flu is different variants.
have
they
you
They try
Right.
to figure out which one's which, but there's only so many variants of that flu.
have you guys ever read about the actual molecular makeup of the vaccine, what it actually is going into you, and how the RNA works? Have you ever read about that?
Something about attaches or does something with proteins. That's the
Correct.
RNA one.
Yeah.
And then the Johnson & Johnson one that just came out, that's the dead virus. But I agree there's not enough research on that yet. However, I feel that's a better alternative than the other one. Now, as far as long-term effects, yeah, we don't know what's going to happen, but I'm pretty sure if nothing happens to you when you get the virus, you're going to be okay.
Well, I
Or
don't
when you get the
know.
vaccine,
I don't know
sorry.
about that. I think that if anybody has an opinion and doesn't want to take it, and they have an opinion similar to Nick's, and that's what I think a lot of people are. I mean, I actually get that. I actually understand that. Now, that's not going to keep me from calling them a dumb shit, because I'm kind of a throw caution to the wind guy, and that might even be me being a dumb shit, you know?
I mean, Nick, if there was a vaccine out there that you could have your children take that could eventually eradicate cancer, would you have them take it?
I would have to see the research
To
on it.
lessen their
Okay.
chance of getting
Well,
cancer?
I think
Long-term research.
I think Nick is pretty consistent. I think he
Did I lose everybody?
no. We got you. You still there?
What happened?
I don't know. We can hear you. We can hear the vibrator. Hey. Yeah, Nick, you and I can hear her. I think she stuck the phone. She stuck the phone in her vagina.
No, I turned my car off. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we got you.
Okay.
All right.
Where did it cut off?
All right, that's okay. I'm gonna cut you loose anyway because I got to get to my dad. I wanted
I
to.
want an answer to him though. I want an answer from him.
Well,
So
yeah,
I'm gonna talk to him in the chat.
Yeah, well, he said that he would wait until more information before he would put that type of cancer vaccine. I think he's pretty consistent in his opinion.
Mm-hmm. I understand.
All
But I just think people need to be more informed than just what's on the far right.
right,
The only way to get informed is to see long-term side effects.
this is true. All right, I love you guys. I'm gonna get
All
ready.
right.
Okay, see ya. Thank
I
you.
understand.
There you go. Boy, that was fun. Getting those two on, getting them to do the heavy lifting for me. Win in my book. John Josh said, oh, she's losing the argument, so she's playing the can you hear me game. Oh, come on now. Hey, I want you to think about asshole of the day today based on just things going on in the world, things that might be that I may talk about or I may not talk about. The asshole of the day. I don't yet have a logo that says TC Paintball or JM Synthetics, so I'll just write it on here. TCP JMS. That's it. That's all you get right now because you guys jumped the gun on the thing in the first place before I was ready, you dicks. But all right, I'll let it slide. Asshole of the day brought to you by JM Synthetics and TC Paintball, which kind of just fell out of the sky. So I'm not complaining. I'll take it. Okay. Send your nominations along on either the virtual hand raising for the live stream or send it along, eric@ericzaneshow.com. Probably best on the virtual hand raising. Okay, where was I now? So this lady in Chicago, apparently she's addicted to sneaking onto airplanes. And Marilyn Hartman, I mean, she looks like any grandma, seriously. Like a 65-year-old lady, and here she is. I'm looking at her in a mugshot. In fact, I can share the screen here, and you can see exactly what I'm talking about. All right, check her out. I mean, look at this. This is anybody's grandma. I said 65. No, that's not what I wanted. Yeah, I think she is about that. Sorry, I'm screwing everything up here. Marilyn Hartman is her name, and a chronic stowaway, constantly getting into trouble. And so she's in the Chicago area, and she has like one of those tether bracelets on her so that she is that she knows that if she like escapes, you know, it's kind of like house arrest. And she has people that are monitoring her on the GPS ankle bracelet. And then all of a sudden the alert goes off that she's on the move. And they're like, oh, fuck. Okay, this is a problem. So the cops are like, all right, it looks like she's on the way to the airport. So the cops are notified. And then the people on the who are monitoring the ankle bracelet attempted to get a hold of her. Now, I didn't know that ankle monitors have this capability, but on this particular one for this lady, there's a phone in the monitor. So her ankle starts talking to her, and it's like, Marilyn, you're fucking in trouble. Stay away from the airport. And I don't know how people have the ability to sneak onto airplanes. I don't know why this lady is so warped that she that is her addiction, to get onto airplanes. What a strange thing to be addicted to as a serial stowaway. But for some reason, she has the ability, and how, I don't know, because when you get into an airport, you have to actually, when you get into the security line, you have to show proof that you're about to get onto the airplane. All right. And if you have the ability to, I mean, how do you get through security, first of all? And then how do you actually get onto the airplane with no credentials? How? I mean, in my opinion, they should make a TV show trailing this woman about how she does it. I think it would be interesting as hell. So the cops are like, all right, Marilyn, and they're talking the thing. And it's like, there's a speaker on the GPS saying, Marilyn, you stupid little bitch, get away from the airport. Don't do it, Marilyn. So she ignores that. Can you imagine if your ankle phone starts ringing and you got to hold your fucking foot up? Hello? Hello? Yeah, it's me. So that didn't work. The device was telling the cops that she's on her way to the airport. The police show up, Terminal 1, just the other day, and they go, all right, she's around here somewhere. It's, you know, like they got like the fucking tracker, bleep, bleep, showing where she is. But this thing is so perfect for her, this device on her ankle, that when they get in the area, all they have to do is hit a button to find her. And what does it do? The device has an alarm. And it's going, Marilyn, Marilyn, here she is. So, dogs are freaking out. Sorry, O'Neill. I think that would be great fun. If you're the cop, knowing you got this crazy bitch, I would love to be the cop that hits that button, knowing that you're going to scare the shit out of her, and then you're going to be able to take her into custody. And they did just that. They activated the alarm on this lady's leg, and then they found her, took her into custody shortly thereafter. She did not enter any secure areas. Again, how she would do that, we don't know. Expected to be returned to custody at the jail. Charges are pending. Hartman has snuck past airport security and boarded planes illegally for years. She's been arrested at O'Hare and Midway several times and at other airports around the country. It's like she's, has that ability to weasel her way in. What was that movie with Leonardo DiCaprio and Tom Hanks where he would, what was it called? Hide and Seek or something like that, or I'm on the Run. It was really good. It was a really, really Knock Knock. The fuck was that movie called when he's trying to catch that guy for years? It's a true story. I remember everything about the movie except the title of it. Running Man or Catch Up With Me or God, what the fuck was that called? Hold on a second here. Titanic? No, that's not it. Catch Me If You Can. That's it. Holy shit, how could I forget that? Knock, knock. Go fuck yourself. Frank Abagnale. That's the guy. I think he's still around. Man in the Iron Mask. Come on, Andrea. Great movie, by the way. Awesome. So awesome, I cannot remember the title. Okay. True story. Absolutely true story. Anyway, she got busted. Okay, what time is it? I only have a half hour left in this podcast. Knock, knock. Before I bring Dad in here, I got to talk about this. First of all, where am I? Okay, I skipped the email of the day. We're going to come back to that. Tim Kuipers wrote one in. Thank you, buddy. Let me promote your business. Reach out to me, Eric at ericzaneshow.com, if you want more information about how you can be featured on this show, just like TC Paintball, where Bleeding Heart Brian just booked a jelly ball party for the kids. Oh, my God, is that fun, jelly ball. I love the fact that it's like a machine gun, Rick. These things are about the size of a big BB, but they're jelly. They don't hurt. If you get hit in the face, you'd be like, oh, I just got hit in the face. But you got eye gear on, and it's close quarters, and it's indoors. The kids are going to love this, Brian. And, Brian is in the Detroit area. He booked the jelly ball party for his kid and their friends because, first of all, there's nothing like that in Detroit. So that's awesome. And if there is if there are any entertainment options like that, even remotely close, like paintball, according to Brian, it's ridiculously more expensive, costs more, and you get less for what you pay, which is like $50 or even more. You get like 200 paint shots. Rick's parties are great because you get the mask, you get the gun, 500 paint shots. You're paying less for all of that. All the field time is covered. Book a party for your kids, your bachelor party, team building at work. Make sure they don't wear nice clothes at TC Paintball in Grand Rapids, Michigan. We've got a party in 4 days coming up at TC Paintball. That is Sunday, 5 p.m. I am still taking participants. Don't be a stranger. Far 2, are you coming? Far 2, take a break from nursing school and join us. You are one lady. You are our one lady participant at all of these. You need to join us, Far 2. Okay? Yes, that is her name. I want to see you. at that event coming up on Sunday. Let me know, Eric at ericzaneshow.com, if you will be there. Also, Kent County Health Department, thanks again for being on board with the show. If you need any information about the vaccine that Nick's not going to take, accesskent.com/health for everything COVID related. And then my friends at Hey Guys Media Group. Hey, guys! If you want to start a podcast, sometimes that can be tricky business, and they help you avoid all of the mistakes that your old pal Eric made in getting one started. They do their own podcast, so they know a thing or two about it, and they've had several shows reach out to them and said, hey, can you help me start? And not only do they do it for you, they teach you so that when, they're done teaching you, you do it on your own, okay? It's not like you're constantly paying them. They also offer coaching services if you want somebody to tell you how things should sound. They're really good at it. Jason Terry has a great ear for it. He's constantly reaching out to me and busting my balls about various things. I know that. So reach out to my friends at Hey Guys Media Group, heyguysmediagroup.com. They'll coach you through anything and teach you all of the things you need to know. And you can save 50% off right now when you reach out to my friends at Hey Guys Media Group at heyguysmediagroup.com. All right, as I bring Dad in, Dear Meathead is brought to you by my friends at JM Synthetics. Get your AMSOIL products there, jmsynthetics.com. All right. You can also get it at Ionia Outdoors.
Happy St. Patrick's Day!
Yes, it is St. Patrick's Day, but that is second place in my book. Because
I know what you're going to say, and I love you for it.
Oh yeah, 87 years ago in a mud hut in Iran, a bouncing baby boy was born. You,
the devil of the earth.
Oh my gosh. Did you ever have a conversation with your sweet mother, my grandmother, about the day you were born?
Not really.
She never said, "Oh boy, the day you were born, boy, you had a twinkle in your eye when I saw you." She never told you one of those stories about how happy you made her when you were born?
No. Just said nothing.
All right. So not exactly the most loving.
Well, my son is telling me that.
not exactly the most loving household. Maybe a little bit of stress in that household. Maybe. But
yeah, well, listen, we had a dad that, as little as I remember, that ruled with an iron fist.
Yeah, so you're thinking he might not have been the happiest person in the world, is what you're suggesting.
I don't know. I had a happy life.
Okay. Yeah. Well, that's good. That's good. Happy birthday, Dad.
Thank you so much, honey. I really appreciate that.
Wow. Yeah. 87 years old. This is awesome. You're still going strong. You feel good. Tell me your thoughts, Dad, in a nutshell, about being 87 years old.
Well, I really haven't had much thought about it, but I did think of what the end result is, It doesn't come up too cool,
Wait a minute.
I'm closer to something else.
So when you say the end result, are you talking about the day that you're going to kick the bucket?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, that's you're probably the only person I know who on their birthday thinks about their death day.
Well, I've been thinking about it regularly for the last few days.
A friend of mine said, and I try to remember what he said to me, and his words of wisdom were, "Don't think about the past; it makes you sad. Don't think about the future; it makes you nervous or anxious. And then if you just think about today,
Yeah, that's wonderful. That's got good statements.
Yeah.
Joanne reminds me of that quite frequently.
Oh, I bet. Joanne, she's in charge. I know she oftentimes has some great words of wisdom for you just to make you feel better.
She is the greatness of my soul.
Yes.
So, Dad, I know for a fact that Joanne is number one.
Absolutely.
But if you had to rank, in the past, there were some other wives. So we all know Joanne is number one. Between the other two, and you won't hurt my feelings, which one's number two and which one's number three?
Well, the number 3 is my very first marriage that I had. I've been married 3 times.
Okay, all right. So my mom is number 2. I mean, I'm talking about in happiness.
Well, I had a really life of our marriage, happiness, and happiness was the fact when you guys were born.
Okay, so
my definitely great things.
My mom's in second, and then the number 3 is
Joanne is queen of the.
Oh, I know that.
My life.
Of course. She's your own queen of the forest.
And they each, other than the first one, because the first one had an illness.
Okay.
The second one and third, they all each created some happiness in my life.
Aw.
You know.
That's very nice.
The third one just definitely became the queen of my life.
Yeah, I think you handled that. That was a great answer, what you said there. You know, I mean, you're focusing on the positive, and that's where I think you are in your life right now. You don't really dwell on the negative in any way.
No, definitely not. Not every one of them contributed to somewhat of my happiness.
Yeah.
I mean, you're one of my happinesses. Your brother is. From it came my, Michael.
Yep.
And this is all, just a great thing.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's good.
I have no ill feeling, no matter how you look at it.
Of course. Okay, Dad. Let's turn our attention to some of the things that the audience has said. So I'm gonna fire this up with some of their questions and their thoughts. Okay.
All right.
Let me back up here because there's a ton of.
By the way, it's really great to hear your voice.
Well, likewise, Dad. It's always great to hear Joanne and your voice. Mark in New Orleans writes, "Happy birthday, Meathead. It's great that we get to spend another year with your wonderful antics." Is
that Mark?
Yeah. And then
Mark, thank you so much, Mark. I appreciate the wonderful, wonderful comments that you made.
He says, "I love your meatheadisms and your well thought out advice." And then he writes, "Since it's your birthday, I was wondering if you have a favorite birthday memory. Maybe back in your single gold chain wearing trim chest hair days. Feel free to embellish."
In reality, this is a very honest answer. I really don't. I have a gold necklace, which I still have it, and that's from my current wife, which is the love of my life. Never leaves my body. In fact, if it's not there, I know it's not there, and I miss it. I occasionally, when I shower, I'll take it off, and I know it's missing, so I'll go look for it. And that I have never lost it. I've had it for years, and that's a very special, special gift. So
yeah. All right, I got that down. Gold
as far as memories are concerned, they're all good. They're all experimental, but it's educational memories.
Hold on, let me write that down. Your birthdays are experimental but educational memories.
Yes.
All right. Now, I'm imagining that a lot of those memories might be forgotten because back in the day, we used to get drunk on your birthday.
Oh, yes. I haven't forgotten them, though.
No, that's for sure. All right. Very good. Let's see here. This one is anonymous, and I had to make very sure that I say that this is anonymous because this person is revealing some sensitive information. This person writes, "Dear Meathead, my wife has had 2 children. Now, she's never really been a teeny tiny gal, but she has gained more weight since the children. How can I help her to get more active and exercising so that she is healthy and down to a weight that she had prior to having the children? We have a treadmill, and I've tried running to see if that would help her to pick it up with me, but to no avail. Thanks for any advice. Signed, Anonymous.
Well, Anonymous, I kind of sympathize with what you're going through. And that's an issue that really, to correct a person to want to lose the weight, it doesn't require, you can't, by harping, getting it done.
Yeah.
You have to tell them and work with them. I mean, you got to be the example that you can lose weight. Now, you have means of losing weight. Number one would be less dieting. Less food in diets. That's number one thing that does the job. Now, people that are overweight, they're to a point that they give up on everything that can help them. Food is the main thing, and food intake is nothing but a habit.
Okay, just gotta break that habit, is what you're saying.
You got to break the habit. I would say it would take you 20 days to break that habit.
I think you're right. I think you're absolutely right. And I think that it might help, Dad, and I'll jump in here if Anonymous, because Anonymous said, yeah, we have a treadmill, but he doesn't have two treadmills. I think they should walk together and then, kind of like have that. They'll talk a lot together. They'll get a lot more out of it if they're actually outside doing that.
Yes.
And that's kind of like what you guys do. If you think about when you and Joanne.
The number one item is food intake.
Yes. So I even wrote that down. You said number one, less food.
You have to definitely, I'll tell you what, if for 10 days you do that, you will beginning to lose that desire.
Okay. So I think that if this anonymous person takes the lead, does it, and that the significant other will start to come around. I think that's important.
Absolutely, yes. And I'll tell you what, love your body, respect your body. Don't just shovel it in. I have done the same thing years past.
Okay, so I got number one, less food. Number two, love your body.
Yes, and to respect your body, you got to be a normal weight.
Okay.
Walk outside. Walk.
Okay.
There's nothing wrong with about a half hour. Walk around. You don't have to have a speed or nothing. Walk around and look at the curves. Hey, that's a good-looking curve.
Right.
Anything,
It's a good-looking curb. I hear that. Hey, look at those curbs.
Look at the curves, and then think of your own curve.
That's a nice-looking curb. All right. Bob writes this. Different topic. Dear Meathead, I have a 14-year-old son who's been swearing a lot. How do I get him to stop before he starts sounding like Eric?
Well, first of all, don't harp at it with a vengeance of anger. That isn't going to change anything. You have to let them know, first of all, that that's a dangerous thing to do what they're doing. Cut it down. Be a kind human being, instructing someone to do it by not instructing with anger.
Yeah.
No swearing.
Yeah, make sure you don't swear when you're telling them not to swear. That's a good point by Joanne. I like that.
Yeah, do not swear.
Yeah.
Now, I wonder if these people do swear at home.
Yeah, can you imagine if he said, I want you to stop swearing, you shithead?
Yeah. And then, first of all, don't instruct them with anger.
Yeah.
Don't.
No, I get it. Hey, Dad, I wrote down swearing is a dangerous thing.
It really is. It gets you nowhere. In fact, it degrades your life totally.
Yeah, it makes you look like a loser. I mean, anybody who swears too much is pretty much just going for the low-hanging fruit. And it's just kind of it's kind of a pig.
Absolutely. Occasionally, things that jump out of your mouth, the four-letter word is HIT. Don't do that.
Yeah.
Try to curtail that. Don't even bring it up.
Yeah, I know. That's why I try to keep it clean, Dad.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me see. Is there anything else here? Believe it or not, I got kind of a crazy schedule today.
And by the way, before you go any further,
yeah,
I have never heard you talk the adversity.
Oh yeah, I know. I've never talked to adversity. Yeah,
not at my presence.
Yeah, I know it. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I usually keep it very clean. Joanne knows that.
Yeah. But you don't do that around me.
Oh, my God. All right. Kenny writes, I want to wish you a happy birthday, expressive how much you all mean to us and how much we love you and Joanne. We're so thankful that you're able to join us every Wednesday. Kenny is the guy who was in charge of getting you your TV, Dad.
Kenny, whether you got me a TV or not, I'll tell you one, I respect you and I really love you.
Oh, he's going to love to hear that. I tell you what, you're going to make his day with that.
Mm-hmm.
And then,
I mean, it's not because of the gift. It's just the personality.
Yeah. And then he writes this. And now I'm anxious to hear what you say about this. He says, P.S., do you want another TV for us to send you?
No. In fact, we just had the guy come in here and replace some of the other goodies that controls the box.
The box.
And I'll tell you now, I can see the world through this system here.
Oh, yes. Okay.
It's just awesome. Except I don't know what to do with them. There's so many gizmos in there. So, but that television is really a piece of great work.
Yep. Yeah. The TV is a piece of great work. I get you. I thought you were going to say something else there. I thought you were going to say a nasty word.
No. Nothing but good things.
That TV's a piece of shit.
It's a piece of greatness, but there's a lot of greatness out there.
Oh my God. Okay, Dad, I'm going to leave it right there. Okay, I love you. Happy birthday. And I hope you have a good one. I'll be coming to see you very soon, man, because now that you're vaccinated, it's fair game. I can come see you, right?
Yes.
Okay, there we go. I love that. I know you went to hang out with Zach the Egyptian the other day, so that's good. And it won't be long till we can come too.
It's all right to visit my neighbors or friends, but my son, that's the greatest thing to have.
Okay. All right, guys. Thank you again.
All right. You say hello to family, hug them, kiss them, tell them Joanna and I love them dearly.
Okay. Happy birthday again. I'll talk to you guys.
Including your son-in-law?
My brother-in-law, Kevin.
Brother-in-law.
Yeah.
That's not your son-in-law.
No, he's doing good.
Okay.
He's doing
tell
good.
Him we said hello.
Kind of doing good. All right, Dad. I'll talk to you. Bye, Joanne.
Okay, guy.
Okay, love you, guy.
Love you.
Okay.
Bye now.
Bye-bye, guy. See ya. There you go. I cut him off every time. Oh, my gosh. Holy crap. When Joanne gets going, I mean, seriously, is there anything better than when she starts to fall apart over the things he says? Swearing is a dangerous thing. Rule number 1, less food. Rule 2, love your body. My gold chain never leaves my body. Oh, just fantastic. Brought to you, of course, by JM Synthetics. Thank you, Jason, for sponsoring this segment. Man, wow. So much fun. Man, awesome. While that's going on, I still see all those laughs. This is why I made a mistake by bringing it up. They missed all these laughs because these dum-dums are still arguing over the stupid fucking vaccine. What the fuck is wrong with you guys? How can you missed it all? You missed the fun. Why can't you just wall it off and say, it's over, moving on to the next thing? You're missing it. You got to go back and listen now. Oh my God. You got to quit doing that. Now's the time for the fun. Thank you so much. Irvine's Auto Repair, Grand Rapids Hybrid. Thank you so much to them. That actually, I said that wrong. Irvine's Auto Repair, Grand Rapids Hybrid, and EV. Okay? That tells me that more continued knowledge is being passed on to the great techs at Irvine's, the best in the business. Open Monday through Friday, Saturday and Sundays for family at Irvine's. That's a great job. If you're a tech that gets a job at Irvine's, you're pretty much locked in if you keep your keep it together for life. What a great place to work. They also are right now, if I'm understanding this correctly, I want to make sure I get this right. Megan sent me a nice email that she wanted me to address this. They are hiring another ASE certified tech. Okay? So if that's you and you want to work, get the weekends off, Irvine's, 616-532-6600. Lady, veteran owned. Jamie's the boss. Okay. Her husband, Eric, one of the techs, 49% owner. Jamie's the big swinging D. And Megan is the hand of the queen. Get your car's spring break road trip ready. I have to set Diana is going to take a little road trip. I need to head over to Irvine's, take that car to Irvine's to make sure it's safe to travel. That is so important. If you're going to take that, if you've been driving that thing all winter and you're planning on taking a little trip for spring break, which you can, here's my thing about travel. Just keep doing what you've been doing. Just do it over there. Okay. I know Dirk loves the mask. So basically, just be like Dirk. Have your mask on, follow the rules, and then you'll be just fine. Okay? You've been this fine up to this point. Just do it there. But anyway, I completely digress. Get your car's spring break road trip ready at Irvine's. Okay? Reach out to them, 616-532-6600, Irvine's Auto Repair, and Grand Rapids. It's a little funky because you say Irvine's Auto Repair and Grand Rapids Hybrid and EV. I think it should just be Irvine's Auto Repair and then lose the ampersand thing. Well, actually, don't voice the ampersand. So I'm just going to say Irvine's Auto Repair, Grand Rapids Hybrid, and EV. I think that flows the best, Because if I say Irvine's Auto Repair and Grand Rapids Hybrid and EV, it's got that clumsiness to it. It's like when you say LBGTQ plus, it's all fucked up. Irvine's Auto Repair, Grand Rapids Hybrid, and EV. Thank you. Gift of Life, Michigan. I'll be doing a live stream with them in 36 minutes on the same place that you're watching this one on live. Facebook, my Twitter, my YouTube. Gift of Life, Michigan. I am just so blessed that this came to be because honestly, when I started going down the road for kidney donation, one of the things I talked about with Casey Jones from Wood TV8 was being an advocate for it. And I had nothing in the works. I had no idea whether I was coming or going. I just knew that I was giving away a kidney. Thank God Gift of Life heard the story because they reached out to me and they said, hey, you should be our media ambassador because you're a donor and you know how to tell a story and you have a platform. This is perfect. Can we work together? I go, well, yeah, that's what I wanted to do. I knew I'd become an advocate. And I knew I would always talk about it and try to spread the word, but knowing that you're behind me makes it that much more effective. So thank you, Gift of Life, Michigan. As you know, I am a donor advocate, being a living donor myself, and I'm not asking you to go and give away your kidney or part of your liver or one of your lungs. That'd be great if you did, but that strikes each person individually on your own. If you do decide to do that, I can help you navigate that. But what this is all about is very simple. On my website, ericzaneshow.com, the Gift of Life logo there, you click on it, And then it takes you right to my page, which helps you to be on the donor registry in the event of your passing, which I hate to say it, it's going to happen to all of us. I just pray it's not untimely. If that does happen, though, you can save 8 lives with that bounty of organs that are in there that you can now take with you. So please, I ask everybody within the sound of my voice to go there and fill out the donor registry. And beyond that, it is 100% official that way. Thank you, Gift of Life, Michigan. Tag Accounting. Still time to hire the Gins. I'm going to be there Thursday, tomorrow, getting the NFK's taxes done. 616-301-9516 for Tag Accounting. So important that you get that done, and he can accommodate you no matter where you are in the United States. The Tax Hobbit wants to hear from you. You can send him an email as well, troy@tagcpa.net. Okay. So when you went to school, it's a, wow, what a blessing to walk into the classroom and see you have a substitute teacher, because you know that everything that was supposed to happen with the regular teacher is now on hold. If you're fortunate, there's like something due or a test, and now the sub isn't going to do any of that because it's a sub. So that's a real blessing. That's quite an endorphin rush when you walk into the classroom and you see it's someone that's not your teacher. Okay, but that's just the beginning of the windfall, because not only are you covered in that regard, which I would never do my homework. I was the worst grade school student that there is. Well, all the way through high school, I didn't do shit in education until I got to college. I had no idea I had any ability to actually have any success in the classroom. Kindergarten through 12, I struggled. In fact, the first 2 years of college, I struggled, year and a half, and then I dropped out. I didn't do shit up to that point. I barely got through high school. And I've told this story before. Thank God for this Vietnamese guy, Duc Tron. Duc, when we took the in-state ACT, we had the same, you can have different copies of the test. There was like 3 different copies of the test. I sat next to him. I know for a fact, I didn't find this out till the actual test taking, that we had the identical test. So I just copied his answers. It's one of those Scantron deals. I did not actually do any of the work. I just waited till he filled in the things, and then I colored in the circles like when you're voting. And I got an 18 or a 19 on the ACT because of it. And that's not that great, but the college that I wanted to go to, Central Michigan, you only needed like a 17 to get into that school, especially back then. So I got into college because of someone else's ACT score. Imagine that. It's embarrassing. And I didn't do shit in college, dropped out, and then I decided I better go back. And that's when no one could pay for me. My mom said, I'm not paying for you. My dad said, I'm not paying for you either because you dropped out. So I had to do it on my own. So I took a bunch of student loans and paid for it myself. And I actually tried because I was paying for it for myself. And then it was not till then that in order to take my coursework, I had to take chemistry and college algebra. And I didn't even have basic math skills, but I fucking did it and crushed it. Anyway, this isn't about bragging about my educational prowess in college. This is about how excited I was when there was a substitute teacher, which was just awesome, because then you can really fuck off then. And then even better when you could torment the sub, okay, and cause trouble and make that person snap. All right, it was a real goal of mine to cause all sorts of havoc to make the sub lose her or his shit, okay. And because they would just say something like, all right, we're going to watch a movie, or all right, it's silent reading, or take notes on this. And you're like, fuck, I'm sleeping. Never once did it ever occur to, did you ever see that show, Ozark? Jason Bateman's character's wife, I forget her name. Her brother is a substitute teacher. And in the last season of Ozark, it starts with him losing his shit because the kids are screwing around in the classroom, and he ends up like kicking somebody's ass. That was our goal always, to get the sub to do crack. In Fontana, California, this is the perfect example that kids nowadays generally are a lot better off, because there's no way in hell back in the day in the 1980s or the 70s did we ever give any shits about the substitute teacher. But this is a feel-good story. Check this out.
Your birthday, right? Yes, it is. Okay.
And for his 77th birthday, Jose Villarruel was in for an unexpected surprise. An afternoon
They got a tuba, accordion, mariachi band for him.
Of celebration, showering him with gifts in Fontana. But to understand the significance, you have to know his backstory.
By now, I've been through a lot.
For decades, he was a substitute teacher, lovingly known as Mr. V.
Everybody always recognized him because when he would go into the classroom,
they would walk up and go, That's terrible.
He's had just such good energy.
But last year, he resigned after schools shifted to distance learning.
I managed to do all the paperwork, all the arrangements to get my pension back. I got my check already, okay? But that check didn't last very long because I had debts already.
He started living out of his blue Thunderbird and made the best of it.
My body has been adapted to all the bumps and things from the seat.
It didn't sit well with Stephen Nava when he stumbled upon his former teacher living in his car.
I was just devastated and gutted for the reality of the pandemic and how it's left teachers without a job. And, you know, this is one of the results. And it's sad to see one of your own teachers go through that.
I love the tuba. I just love it.
Nava did something about it. He shared Mr. V's story all over social media to raise money and as a birthday gift.
Okay, this is a GoFundMe thing, right? So you know how that is. You know how that is. I mean, this one is actually really, really great. And if we've, you hear about the kid working at the grocery store who finds a purse and returns it to the owner, and they do a GoFundMe, and he gets $35 million. Well, for Mr. V here, old man living in his car, this has got to be worth more than that, right?
I want you to turn around, Mr. V.
Okay.
Oh, it's a check. It's a giant novelty check for $35 million, right?
Nava gifted Mr. V with a $27,000 check, surrounded by some of his former students.
My initial thought, am I dreaming?
Yeah, congratulations. You can live in your car for another half year.
His second thought.
Like an obligation that I need to do a lot for the world.
Oh, he's so grateful and kind. You guys can do better than $27,000. The world can do better than $27,000 for this poor fucker.
Yet. And the greatest feeling is I can do it, and I'm going to find ways.
You can do it.
He plans to give back to others.
No.
After a generous...
No. You don't give back to anybody, man. You keep every penny of that, and more money should be raised. This isn't enough.
Gift to him on a birthday he will never forget.
Happy birthday, Mr. V.
Oh, poor guy.
Happy birthday to you.
Everybody tried so hard. I only got $27,000.
Thank you much.
Thank you much.
Really appreciate it. This will stay here for the rest of my life.
All right, Mr. V.
It's just incredible. And county officials helped Mr. V with a hotel stay, and the Fontana Unified School District is working with him to make sure he gets all of the benefits he's entitled to.
Why was
I'm
that
Coco McAvoy, Fox 11 News.
Why was that? Oh, man. That makes me sad. Poor guy. All right, well, good, but I hope it gets better for him. Hey, I need nominees for Asshole of the Day. It can be anybody at all. It can be me. It can be Amanda. It can be Dirk. It can be, well, it wouldn't be my dad on his birthday or Joanne. They're just too sweet. But if you have anybody for Asshole of the Day, I don't know. Serial stowaway person? What's going on there? Whoever you want for Asshole of the Day, send those nominations on a virtual nomination in the comments of the live stream. Okay, I'm running out of time. I hate that I have to end this so quickly. I would love to keep going, but I must get on. I must change my shirt, and then I have to be back for this chat with Mercy Health, Spectrum Health, the National Kidney Foundation, and even more on a Q&A about organ donation. Of course, March is National Kidney Month, and that will be seen. This will be seen on my Facebook, facebook.com/Eric Zane fan page, my Twitter, Periscope video, and on my YouTube. All right. Thanks again to BK Guns and Stuff. They just signed up for another quarter of marketing. Thank you to Benjamin and Kyle. If you need anything serviced on your weaponry, reach out to BK Guns and Stuff. Click on their logo in the lower sponsor scroll of ericzaneshow.com. It'll take you to their Facebook page. Or just call up Benjamin. You know what? It's weird. If you call Benjamin at 616-902-2447, his voicemail is full. So send him a text. Say, hey, this is so-and-so. I listened to Zane. He says your voicemail is full. If everyone does that, maybe he'll get the hint to fucking clear out his voicemail. But anyway, if you want to reach him, you can text him on that number or call him. He might pick it up or say, hey, I want you to fix my gun. I'm in friggin' Oregon. Reach out to me. He can fix your gun from no matter where you are in the USA. BK Guns and Stuff. And last but not least on the show today, A&E Heating and Cooling. We are now focusing on furnace and air conditioning repair. According to the boss, Joe Martinez, reach out to Joe if anything happens, okay, that you need taken care of for your furnace or your air conditioner. 616-516-8579. Or if you need a new install of a new furnace or air conditioner, specializing, and working with the Comfort Maker brand to install those great products into your home. A&E Heating and Cooling at 616-516-8579. Okay, nominees. Last order of business. TK. Is that Tyler Kerr? Is TK Tyler Kerr? I need to know if TK is Tyler Kerr. Because it says, I nominate myself for not going to see a doctor, and now I'm in the hospital. Yeah, I'm that asshole. Pain in the ass Dirk says, how about Bleeding Heart Brian for trying to pick a fight? TK is not Tyler Kerr. TK is TK. TK. Okay, that's Tim Kuiper. Oh my God, what happened, buddy? Oh no, I'm so sorry to hear that. Sorry I missed you on Dear Meathead. I ran out of time. But you were going to be email of the day. But I ran out of time for that. Normally, I do email of the day brought to you by Forever Lawn, West Michigan. But I ran out of time today. I'll save that. It was a funny email you wrote, Tim. I'm sorry you're in the hospital. You going to be okay, buddy? I sure hope so. Airport security, Tio says, for Chicago for the serial stowaway. Yeah, boy, we don't have a rich bounty when it comes to asshole of the day, brought to you by TC Paintball and JM Synthetics. Yeah, it's kind of weak. Well, let's just go and make Chad Zumock again because he's an asshole. So Zumock, and we'll go to airport security too. Airport security in Chicago. Zumock, just because I listened to this shitty podcast. I listened to a shitty podcast yesterday just to hear it. First of all, he did a 30-minute podcast. He does that once a week. That's fucking terrible. And also, I'm considering doing an additional podcast, and I'm thinking about calling it the Chad Zumock Sucks Shit Podcast. And in that podcast, I'm going to play clips of Chad Zumock's podcast to show you how shitty he is once a week. I'm still not for certain. I have an exploratory committee out to see if there's any viability to the Chad Zumock Sucks Shit Podcast. It's kind of like taking a page of Who Are These Podcasts, but dedicated only to Chad Zumock. Take his shitty podcast and spotlight elements of it to show you just how shitty it is. Chris says you're obsessed, Zane. Maybe so. That I don't doubt. Thanks, folks. I appreciate you. Love you so much. Talk to you next time. Talk to you on the Patreon. In fact, I'm going to talk to you in 20 minutes when I'm in a suit, or not a suit, dress shirt and tie, talking about kidney donation. Thanks again. Talk to you next time. Bye-bye.